Let's now start the experiment. What we are designing is, we are designing a network with 4 logical stations, generating a packet length of 1000 bytes, and we are running the simulation for 100 seconds. Now we will be testing the performance using the throughput measures. The procedure is, first on the network emulator unit, we need to make the following connections in the LAN trainer kit. The first connection is N3 to T31. We are connecting node 3. The next connection is N4 to T41. We are connecting the node 4. The next connection is N5 to T51. We are connecting the fifth node. The next connection is N6 to T61. We are connecting the sixth node. As we are using only 2 PCs, so we have connected only 4 nodes. We know that for in PC we can connect a maximum of 2 nodes. So this is for PC1, these 2 nodes, node 3 and node 4 are for PC1, node 5 and node 6 were for PC2. The next connection is D2 to 3T32, D2 to 3T32. Next one is T31 to T33. The next one is D3 to T42. D41 T43. D42 T52. D51 T53. D52 T62. D61 T63. T1 to D62. So this is the entire setup of how we have connected all the patch codes. We are using the bus topology, and the bit rate here is bus topology, and the bit rate here is 0 kbps, and the bit delay is also 0 kbps, and we don't have any bit error rate and frame error rate. Okay, we are keeping it off. I have falsely mentioned the bitrate as 0 kbps, but here we can see that we have kept the bitrate as 8 kbps. Click on the Mac experiment icon twice from the desktop on both the PCs. This is the Mac experiment icon, which is provided as a part of software. We have to do it in 2 PCs. This is for node 3, this is for node 4, and in another PC. This is for node 5, this is for node 6. Click the configuration button in the window in both the PCs. All the nodes must have to be configured as senders. Set the topology as the bus. The configuration menu is set as follows. In one PC we have to set as 0, and another one node ID is 1, and the protocol is CSMA CD. The baud rate is kept as 8 kbps. The duration of the experiment is 100 seconds. The packet length is 1000 bytes, and the bit delay is initially 0, and the direction is kept as sender, same as in the other PC also. The configure button, node ID is set as 0 to 1, and protocol is CSMA CD. Duration is 100 seconds. Packet length is 1000 bytes, and it's the same in the other PC also. Node ID is 1 here, and it is kept as CSMA CD. Duration of 100 seconds, and packet length of 1000 bytes. Now inter-packet delay IPD values are to be varied to generate the offered practical loads. So we will be testing this experiment for inter-packet delay. IPD values are to be varied to generate the offered practical load. For this, in this experiment, we are varying the IPD values, and we are checking the practical throughput we are attaining. Okay, for varying that one, initially we are checking the IPD value as 40 milliseconds. 40 milliseconds. IPD is set as 40 milliseconds in all 4 nodes. Now click the OK button and download the driver to the NIU using the boot button command. Now we have downloaded the driver. It is sufficient to download in only one PC, in one node. In a PC, in one node we can boot that one. Now run the experiment by choosing run start from each application. Now you can see that values are being varied. For 100 milliseconds this experiment will run and we will be getting the successfully transmitted packets. Now we can see the number varying in the successfully transmitted packets and successfully transmitted bytes, and how many frame errors are there, how many collisions have occurred also we can see it from here. Now we are running this experiment for 100 seconds. The simulation is run for 100 seconds. You can clearly see that the number of successfully transmitted packets are varying, and interprocess delay is the delay between sending the packets. Here we are setting initially as 40 milliseconds. In further runs we will be incrementing the values and check its throughput and practical offered load and its throughput also. You can see it from here. We have practically given the offered load as 2050 and average interprocess delay already we have set it 40 milliseconds. So in this it is showing as 41, in this it is showing as 39, and in the another PC it is showing as 41 and 41. On an average it will be 40 milliseconds as we have already kept it. Here the successfully transmitted packets are 32, here it is 21, and here it is 20, here it is 27, and here it is 25. So now view the statistics window for the results. Only successfully transmitted packets are taken into account for the CSMS CD calculation. Now note down the readings once the experiment is completed. Now we have to repeat the above steps for various values of IPD. So we will measure the values and we will be putting the values in a tabulation. The model tabulation consists of IPD. TX1 is for the first node 3, this is for node 3. TX2 is successfully transmitted packets for node 4, this is for node 5, this is for node 6. We need to calculate the practically offered load and the practical throughput. So in node 3 we have got the successfully transmitted packets as 27. So here it is 27. In node 4 we got the successfully transmitted packets as 25. So here the value is 25. In TX3 and TX4 the values are 32 and 21. 32 and 21. Now we need to calculate the practical offered load. The formula for calculation of practical offered load is Z equal to N into P by C into TA. Here G is the generated load of the network, N is the number of nodes that are participating in the network. In this network we are using 4 nodes, so I have taken as 4, and T is the packet length. Here we have used the packet length as 1000 bytes, have represented here as 100, but we have taken as 1000 bytes. And C is the data rate. We have kept the data rate at 8 kbps. Data rate as 8 kbps. So it is represent in bits. It is represented as 8 into 10 power 3 bits per second. And the next one is TA, which is known as interpacket delay. As we have initially kept the interpacket delay as 40 milliseconds, so in seconds it is represented as 40 into 10 to the power of minus 3 seconds. So the value of G we obtained after the calculation is 100. So we got the practically offered load as 100. And now we need to calculate the practical throughput. The practical throughput is calculated using this formula. X is the practical throughput. It is calculated as sum of all transmitted packets in all the nodes into packet length into 8. As we are converting it into bits, so we are multiplying it with 8, and the duration of experiment and the data rate. Okay. The sum of all transmitted packets in node 3 we have 27, node 4 25, node 6 it's 32, node 7 it's 21. The sum of this is 105, and the packet length is 1000 bytes, which is represented as 1000 into 8 bits. And the duration of experiment is for 100 seconds, and the data rate is 8 into 10 power 3 8 kbps, which is represented as 8 into 10 to the power of 3 bits. After calculation, we have got the practical throughput as 1.05. So we are representing this in this table, 1.05. Now we will vary the interprocess delay value for 100 milliseconds. Initially we have done it for 40 milliseconds. We will perform the same experiment again for 100 milliseconds, and we will check all the successfully transmitted packets, the offered practical load, and the practical throughput. Now let's perform the experiment for 100 milliseconds. Now we are configuring for the value of IPD 100. You can see here I have set as one node ID as 1, and the duration of the experiment is for 100 seconds. And here also I am setting the duration of experiment as 100 seconds, and the protocol we are using is CSMA CD. Here also we are changing it to CSMA CD, and interpacket delay we are setting as 100 milliseconds. In the first experiment we have set it as 40 milliseconds. Now we are setting it as 100 milliseconds, and the direction is both sender. Now we are booting one of the node, and we are running the experiment. The same is performed in the another PC also. Now we got the values: TX1 as 26, TX2 we got it as 27, TX3 we got it as 25, TX4 we got it as 23. Now we need to calculate the offered practical load and throughput. Now we will be performing for the interprocess value delay of 200. We have run the experiment for IPD 200, and we have got the values. For TX1 we got it as 28, TX2 we got it as 25, TX3 we got it as 27, and TX4 we got it as 16. Now for IPD 200, we have already performed the experiment for different IPDs: 200, 400, 800, 2000 and 4000, and here are the final values we got. For 200 I got 28, 25, 27 and 16. For 400, 27, 25, 23, 20. For 800 we have got 28, 26, 19, 21. For 2000 we got 18, 17, 15, 11. For 4000 we got 11, 15, 7, 10. Now you need to calculate the practically offered load. Already I have described this in the formula. So using this, by interchanging the value of IPD, you can calculate the value of G for different values. And next you need to calculate practical throughput. This one can be calculated using this formula, using X, sum of all transmitted packets into packet length into 8 by duration of the experiment into the data rate. So using this all TX values, you need to calculate the practical offered load and practical throughput. After calculating these offered load and throughput values, you need to plot a graph between throughput and offered load. In the x-axis it will be practically offered load, and in the y-axis it will be throughput. the graph will look like somewhat like this. You plot the values on the graph and check. So what is the conclusion of this experiment is we understood that in using the CSMA CD protocols we are measuring that after the increment of inter-process delay also, after a particular value, it becomes the load. After the load of the network becomes stable after a particular improvement of the IPD values. So IPD values doesn't matter after a particular load value. This is what we have founded it using CSMA CD experiment. Thank you.